The world's best revved their engines at Canadian Championship 2023, the most recent stop of the speedcubing summer. Competitors came from all over to British Columbia, including the fastest cubers in Canada. There were some crazy performances, so CubersLive has partnered up with Speedcubing Canada to bring you the top 10 highlights. I'm your host Manu from CubersLive, and you're watching Speedcubing Top 10.
Yes!
Our first highlight of the competition is actually a group of competitors in the first round of 3x3 one-handed. Calix Tang, Stanley Wang, Ryan Wu, Luke Tixon, and Matty Hiroto Inaba all got PRs in round 1, with Luke and Matty getting 10-second averages and Calix breaking sub 10 for the very first time. That's 5 out of the top 7 competitors, which is an absolutely insane metric to consider. Perhaps we have the scramble gods to thank, but you know what they say, getting lucky isn't a crime. In any case, this was an amazing overall show of dexterity and skill, and great job to the competitors. At number 9, we have the Canada Cup. 12 all-Canadian teams duked it out in a double elimination head-to-head bracket, culminating in the first and second seed battling it out for all the marbles. Each team consisted of 3 competitors solving in a relay-style format vying for the Canadian crown. Featuring 4 out of the top 5 Canadian 3x3 solvers, it was a fitting celebration of our favorite Canadian cubers. Also, a surprise upset took place in the first round, featuring a collection of different sized puzzles and an underdog delegate team. This tournament truly had it all. Coming in at number 8, we have Antonio Cam running away with the 3x3 OH win, getting a sub 10 average, which was also his fastest performance in the last 6 months of competing. Antonio was able to blow out the competition, beating out second place and Canadian champ Stanley Wang by over a second. With times of 8.57, 10.76, 15.73, and 9.38 through 4 solves, he required a clutch performance on solve 5, but in Anto we trust, a true one-handed god. 7th on our list is Stanley Chappell, winning 3x3 blindfolded with a 14.82 second single solve. This was also only 0.3 seconds off of his personal record that he set in round 1, and significantly faster than fellow podium members Elliot Kobalinski and Calix Tang. Another fun fact about Stanley's performance, he was the only finalist to secure a 3 blind mean, only further highlighting his consistency and immense skill. Sixth best moment means 6x6 of course. Big shout out to Omar Elaban, who achieved a 6x6 double NR for Canada in both single and mean. He achieved a 119.39 single as part of a 124.22 mean, which is insanely impressive, and secured him the top seed going into the final round. He ended the night as the Canadian champion for 6x6, sharing the podium with both Max and Matty. Congrats, Omar. Number 5, we have Lucas Kuchai, who got a Megaminx average national record for Canada with a 36.87 average of 5. This also netted Lucas the title of Canadian champion, as well as crowned him the overall winner of Megaminx for the entire competition. Also noteworthy was Brennen Lin's 35.44 Megaminx NR for Hong Kong. With that average, Brennen was able to enter the final round as the top seed, finishing 3rd place on the podium.
3 salts over 40. 35.
And who would have thought that at number 4 we would once again see Brennen Lin? Although it wasn't caught on stream, Brennen achieved another NR for Hong Kong in 3x3 with a time of 4.6 seconds. This is also the region's first sub 5 single, a huge achievement for Hong Kong. This solve required just a bit of luck but a whole lot of skill, with some fancy F2L cancellations into the PLL skip. Just imagine what the solve could have been if Brennen weren't surprised by that skip. Nonetheless, congrats to him for one heck of a solve, and here's to many more. Starting off our highlights podium is number 3 on the list, Matty Hiroto Inaba from Hawaii. Matty was able to secure a pure sub 6 average of 5.57 seconds in 3x3, the only sub 6 in the entire competition. Matty was the top seed in the first 3 rounds, putting a ton of pressure on the rest of the competitors. But as the saying goes, diamonds are made under pressure, which may be a bit of foreshadowing for 3x3 finals. Although he may not have gotten the results he wanted here, Matty is just getting warmed up and is definitely a serious contender to win Nats and/or Worlds. Before we get to 3x3 finals, we gotta show you guys our penultimate and number 2 highlight of Canadian Championships, Carter Kucala's Cube world record average of 1.53 seconds. This one wasn't even close, as Carter's worst possible average was below the world record after only solve 4, shaving 0.3 seconds off his personal best. Fellow legend Zain Kanani had dominated Cube recently, but with this average, Carter reclaimed the WR after 2 years. Zain may have 9 of the top 10 averages, but now Carter is truly back on top. Our number 1 highlight has to be one for the storybooks. The top seed going to head-to-head finals was none other than Matty Hiroto Inaba, and his opponent was a fellow US Cuber in Max Siauw. Many people considered these two to be the favorites to win the whole competition, and it looked like we were headed in this direction, as the Canadian Cubers were unable to lock in the top seeds in the earlier rounds. However, 4th seed Kyle Santucci, 5th seed Morgan Ye, and 10th seed Brennen Lin were able to bust out incredible averages, with Brennen getting 6.27 seconds. It literally went down to the final solve, which finally secured Brennen Lin as the winner of Canadian Championship 2023. In a field of competitive solvers from all around the world, it was only fitting that the Canadian champion came out on top. And that's it for Speedcubing Top 10 from Canadian Championship 2023. Congrats to all the competitors, and a huge shout out goes to Speedcubing Canada, the organizer and streamer of this awesome competition. Check out their Twitch for more competitive Canadian cubing content. Ugh, say that 10 times fast. And remember, the action's just getting started as US Nationals and Worlds 23 loom closer and closer, so hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with this action-packed summer of cubing. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll catch you in the next Speedcubing Top 10.